Hey everyone, you're now watching this because, well, hopefully you completed the survey. So, as the surveys are downloading, I'll probably catch you up on it in person, but after all the data points and pictures are collected, I need to send them to a database, and then from there I can access them online on this very website. And where they'll appear is right here. So we have records, and this is the number of surveys taken, and there's three of them. And these are the three test runs that I actually ended up doing just to make sure the app ran properly before all of you used it. So what's going to happen is once they're uploaded, I'm going to click on it, and I'll be able to look at the surveys, how many, the participants, and then when exactly they were taken or done. The important part that I want to show you that we can then draw into various jobs and applications is the data part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the practice surveys that I have, and they're going to look a little different, but I did them in different locations. As you can see, all these points are not confined within your school. So let me simplify it. I'm just going to turn on one. And so as you can see here, there's some points populating areas around the UC. And I didn't walk to these points. I actually just scrolled on the map and dragged the pin around various areas. I'm sure you guys noticed that as you're doing that, or taking the survey rather. So what I'm going to do to clarify things a little bit or make it seem a little bit more presentable is change the base map. And it is just as it sounds. The base map is just the bottom layer that allows you to view your points in a different way. People change their base maps for all sorts of reasons, and we have the ability to do it for all kinds of things. I can go to this add icon and I can go to Living Atlas, which has a bunch of different types of base maps. I could choose a different one, US forest types, for instance, and I could add this as a base map if I'm trying to emphasize something else. Let's see if anything comes up. Since Merced's on the forest, we'll probably just do something like this. Alright, so we have some terrain that we're able to see, but in Merced being so flat, there's not much terrain. Anyways, beyond the point, let's go back to a base map that we can see. And so what can happen here is that the points that you all took can now be viewed and clicked on. So I have a point over here that I added that has all the directions provided within the tasks, and it has the Latin long of the point, and then it has the images. This is the trash and recycling task, task 3. And so we can click on it and actually view the image right now. This is me testing it out, and this is just behind my computer at my desk on campus. But anyways, beyond the point, once the data is uploaded, we'll be able to view all the points that were collected by the individual groups, and from there, as explained earlier, decide the winner. So this is just one thing I wanted to show all of you, and there might be questions as to what can this apply to, or how will this make a career out of something. Well, it's a little bit abstract, but what we can think about is we can think about drones, and drones with different cameras and systems on them. And so one example I have is LiDAR. So what can happen is with those points that we create on Survey123, we can analyze areas on the ground and record them like we did with pictures or anything, and we can then take those points and have a drone fly around them, attach a LiDAR camera, and we can analyze that whole area with respect to various things. And this LiDAR image shows I believe, various heights. So this is a tree canopy, and it shows, the higher trees in a more vivid red, and it goes down all the way to blue. So that's just one example. And being able to do this LiDAR and understand systems can also apply into something even bigger. And so we know NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and we have the National Weather Service. And so with this survey application, we could utilize various areas and look into them and look into various points on the map. We could look at Merced and the precipitation and the time in which that's coming in, and this survey can allow us to go into areas and record actually used data by the National Weather Service. These are just a few examples. I just wanted to present possible options with what this application can present expertise-wise. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was something interesting, and maybe you can tell others about and spark some interest. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Thanks.